Janavallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Madhava Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Radha Madhava Radhe Jaya Gauranitai Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Gaur Premanande Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parirakara Stotra Satasim's Divine Grace Abhay Charanavinde Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parirakara Stotra Satasim's Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Ki Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Itai Gaur Premanande All glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga, all glories to Srila Prabhupada Ki. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. नारायणं नमस्कृत्यां नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयामुदीरये नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवते उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टकी कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः. Hare Krishna. Welcome everyone for this morning session. Srimad Bhagavatam, we are reading from 11th Canto, General History, Chapter 8, the story of Pingala, text 14 and 15. First we'll recite 14. Nadi gachet striyam prajna karachin mrutyum atmanah balakshina sahanyeta gajir anyar jigo yataha nadi gache striyam prajna karachin mrutyum atmanah balagika hi hantina gajir anyagir gajo itaha nadi gache striyam prajna karachin mrutyum atmanah baladikantya hi sahantyena gajir angir gajo itaha. Please chant. Nadigache striyam prajna karachin mrityum atmanah baladikriya sanyeta gajir angir gajo yataha nadigache striyam prajna karachin mrityum atmanah baladika hi hasantyena gajirangir gajo yataha nadigache striyam prajna karachin mrityum atmanah baladikai sahantyena gajirangir gajo yataha. Thank you very much. What word meaning? Nadi gachet. He should not approach to enjoy. Striyam, a woman. Prajna, one who can intelligently discriminate. Karachet, at any time. Mrityum, death personified. Atmanaha, for oneself. Bala, in strength. Adhikaha, by those who are superior. Saha, he. Hantena, will be destroyed. Gajaha, by elephant. Anyaha, others. Ajaha, an elephant. Yatha, just as. Translation and purport by disciples of His Divine Grace, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation: a man possessing intelligent discrimination should not under any circumstances try to exploit the beautiful form of a woman for his sense gratification. Just as an elephant trying to enjoy a she elephant is killed by other bull elephants also enjoying her company, one trying to enjoy a lady company can at any moment be killed by her other lovers who are stronger than he. Purport: just as one is enchanted by the beautiful form of a woman, many other men will be also enchanted. and there is a danger that they will be stronger than oneself and may even jealousy kill one. Crime of passion are extremely common. This is another disadvantage of material life. Text 15 translation. A greedy person accumulates a large quantity of money with a great struggle and pain, but the person who has struggled so much to acquire this wealth is not always allowed to enjoy it himself or give it in charity to others. The greedy man is like the bee who struggles to produce a large quantity of honey, which is then stolen by a man who will enjoy it personally or sell it to others. No matter how careful one hides his hard earned money, wealth, or tries to protect it, there are those who are expert in detecting the whereabouts of valuable things and they will steal it. Purport. One may argue that the wealthy man may conceal his money so expertly by investing in banks, stocks, properties, and so on that are the that there is no danger of theft. Only a foolish people actually hide money by burying it in the ground or placing it under a mattresses. But despite of the fact is that the majority of the world's wealth has been accumulated highly developed capitalistic countries. These countries are being severely challenged by many enemies who threaten at any moment to overrun the capitalist and steal their wealth. Similarly, we often find that the children of wealthy people are kidnapped and then their parents must pay huge ransom. Sometimes parents themselves may also kidnapped. Furthermore, there are so-called investment counselors who are expert in stealing the money of a rich people, and in the modern age governments have also become expert in stealing money by taxation. Thus the word arthaviti indicates that one who by hook or crook is expert in stealing the hard-earned wealth of the other people. The bees work passionately to produce honey, but they will not enjoy their honey. As the Lord Krishna states, Mrityum sarva haraschaham. I will come as death personified and stealing everything. 10.34. Somehow or the other, one's hard earned money, material opulence will be stolen. And therefore, as mentioned in this verse, one should not work uselessly like the foolish honeybee. Om Agyana Timirandasya Gnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangim Langayate Gurum Yat Kripatamaham Vande Sri Gurum Dinataranam Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Pastat Desacharini Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So, in the text 14, it is described the dangers of touch. I think most of you all know how an elephant is captured. When the wild elephant in the forest roaming, so what hunter does is that in front of the wild elephant, or when wild elephant is there, he purposefully makes sure that he has a she elephant, make sure that that can touch the he elephant so that it can get attracted. So while in the process, what happened? The he elephant follows she elephant, and while following, there was a one big hole dug so that elephant can fit, and it's covered with a grass, dry grass, so that it looks like a normal land. So at certain point, the she elephant is trained to turn a right turn and go away because the hole is there. Otherwise, she elephant will fall and he elephant will be there. So that, so what does the hunter does is that it it is trained that it when the exactly the hole comes, the she elephant will turn right and he elephant will fall down. So after that, how it is captured? It has kept fasting. Today is Ekadasi, by the way. It kept fasting for 15 to 20 days. When the elephant is fasting, it doesn't have a strength to protect himself, or it doesn't not have any strength. It so become weak and weak. You know, at certain point it will die. Then the hunter comes with his other people and the crane. Then hunter lift that he elephant and every day starts giving little food. If a elephant eats, say suppose 1 ton, he will give exactly opposite. He will give exactly half or one fourth, so that whatever the hunter, whatever the person who captured that elephant, so that that elephant can listen, and then eventually it will bring into circus or anywhere, whatever way if he wants to use. So why I'm telling the story is that it is a danger of sense of touch, as described here. Just as an elephant trying to enjoy she elephant will be killed by other bull elephant, and also one trying to enjoy the lady's company at any moment killed by other lovers who are stronger than he. So in the purport, as we see the crimes happening extremely common, we all know that. Correct. There's no need to describe again. So many other men will be also enchanted by the danger of the stronger woman, stronger than himself. So that's why in Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Yehi samsparsa jabhoga dukkha yone evate adi antavante kaunteya nate shuramate bhuja. An intelligent person does not take part in course of misery, which are due to contact with the material sense. O son of Kunti, such pleasures have beginning and an end. So the wise man does not delight in them. So the sense of touch is very dangerous, and also it is, we see that people, if I don't have something and if somebody has that valuable thing, immediately we start feeling jealous about it. Correct? This is natural in material nature. See, I don't have, for example, nice microphone. You have it. Definitely, I want to do something so that I can capture that. Same thing with anything. It's not. It's mentioned only women here. There are various things. A person can be jealous. If you are richer than me, I'll be jealous. If you are popular than me, I'll be jealous. If I am also YouTuber, you are also YouTuber. If I am also singer, you are also singer. If I am also preacher, you are also preacher. Jealous can be very anywhere. So this unfortunately this is a disadvantage of this Kali Yuga. If you have something which is valuable, which person other person does not have, then immediately we'll feel jealous. Right now, what is world is happening, you all know. Why wars are happening? What is the reason? Or either too much greed or too much need. The earth says, uh, like earth can fulfill the needs of man, not greeds of man. So if person becomes, I want that, I want this, I want that, so what will happen? He will be bewildered. Just as one enchanted, beautiful woman, form of woman, it is so many other things. There's a point which we are emphasizing is touch. So there are things that we need to educate people, and people should also get to educate. So, like why the crimes are happening with extremely common due to the women, because they have been not trained properly in the beginning of their age, right from the that's how Varanashrama comes in picture. And also we see that from the beginning of the age, the child is not given trained. When you're not given train, how can you expect the child to grow nicely? So in that context, Chanika Pandit says very nice Niti Shastra. He says that Lalayat Pancha Varshani, Dasha Varshani Tejayet, Prajetu Sodasha Varshani, Putram Matra Vat Acharet. One should folder his son up to the point of 5 years old. Thereafter, one should administer punishment for the next 10 years. But when one son reaches age of 16, he should act as a friend towards him. So that is the basic education, basic thing Chanika Pandit is saying. Then what will happen? Then he will see, okay, when he was getting trained, then he will see Matruvat Paradhareshu and Paradharveshu Lobhayate. So then he will see, oh, every other person other than his wife, one who sees others' wives as his mother, one who sees all other possession as insignificant, like all other opulence as insignificant lump of a clay, and one who sees all the living being as such himself such. A person is considered to be a learned person. But what happened, Chanika Pandit, whatever he say, in Kali Yuga opposite. Other persons has our wealth and everything is opposite. So this education will only give a devotee's family. And person who getting education such a kind, then he can understand what is the danger of falling in this material world and falling, you know, attraction for this. So the touch is very very sensitive, and interestingly, when you go to the stores or any other place, marketplace, you feel like touch, correct? It's like if you go to the Apple store, they purposefully keep laptop like this so that you can touch and straighten. When you touch something, not only Apple store, any other store, that's a marketing strategy. You know, they will keep like this so that, oh, like this. By sense of touch, you'll develop an attachment. Then you start feeling contemplation. Then you start feeling, how can I get that? If you are having a money, you can get easily. If you don't have money, then hook or cook. You do something, mess, and you do that. So that's a touch, danger of sense of touch. Even you see some sannyasis, they don't touch so much such things. They keep it aside. Okay, they will say, okay, thank you very much. They will say, and they will keep. There's a one interesting story in Sri Sampradaya. There one, I forgot his name, Vedanta Deshika or some disciple. He is a householder. To maintain his house, he used to beg alms and from every person. One day, what happened? A rich person or somebody, he is very pakka. I mean, he is very austere and he is very follower of the rules and regulations. And he gave some of the somebody gave him the rice, and in that rice he gave him some gold coins and mixed with the gold coins so that nobody can see he gave that. So he don't know that devotee. He brought that rice, and he when he put it on the floor, he saw that there's few gold coins, and the person who gave intention was to at least give him a nice what you called donation, give him charity, so that he will not go beg every day. So he gave him some gold coins and everything. It's not intention is to check whether his person is greedy or not. So he gave that gold coins. So when he saw some gold coins, so immediately he took a kusha grass, and with the kusha grass he was just moving those gold coins with the kusha grass in one side from the rice. He was separating kusha grass, he was separating rice, and whatever the gold coins he has separated, his wife was observing. His wife asked, "I understand you are so renounced. I understand that you don't want to have gold coins. Then why did you do with the kusha grass? Gold is gold, no?" Then he says, "No, if I touch this gold, I will get development of attraction, attachment." So that is such a saintly person. He is so careful enough to sense of touch. How much we should be? I mean, scriptures give the ideal examples. So by the touch of she elephant, that he elephant got in. Then what happened? The stronger elephant becomes weaker, 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 and later it was captured. And whole life he was happily roaming in the jungle, eating whatever he wants, sleeping wherever he wants. Now he has to be under that person for lifelong and never be free. Whatever he gives food, and exactly he will give half food. If he gives full food, he will get elephant will get a strength and will lift him and throw him in the air. So that is the little bit discussion on the 14th verse. And the next 15th verse, as there's nothing, there's so much to talk about it, but to the point, it gives our acharyas, our Srila Prabhupada disciples gave exactly what is happening. So one may argue that a wealthy man concealed his money so expertly, investing in banks, stock markets, properties, so on. There is danger of there is no danger of theft. But the problem is that you cannot able to enjoy that when you leave after this life. So there was one of our family member. He was saying that neighbor family or my expansion of my father's brother, grandfather's brother. He was saying that earn everything, get properties, you know, buy house, one or two houses, you retire and do everything. Before you die, sell everything and enjoy, and you die. So that you will not develop an attachment. Okay, what will my sons will take care, or they're gonna take care, or they're gonna spoil it, are they gonna become drunkards, or they're gonna become waste their money. At that time for me it doesn't make sense. No, why he is saying like that? Now when we see this material world, like all the wealthy persons, when they leave, sons will be definitely exploiting, either sons or relatives or family or friends. Why you are giving opportunity to give them to enjoy? Why you are giving them chance to spoil? He said that, okay, he was a bank manager. He earned two houses, and he has one house in property, and he got his two daughters. Each one daughter he gave dowry, one houses, and he celebrated grand marriage. His capacity is to 10 lakhs. He spent 20 lakhs, and he sold his own house, and whatever money is going, everything is finished. And he said, "See, whatever I earned, I died." And he said that another interesting thing is, I did not left anything behind. First, that is first. Second thing that I did not spend any money to do my doctors. Third thing that I did not invest anything in stock markets. Tomorrow, while I was dying, I will think of, okay, what will happen to my stock market. Definitely it will come, because that is hard earned money. Definitely it will come to your when you are leaving the body. So he said that I have done everything, I spent everything, and I left everything. So that's where when Alexander, he was about when he died, he had few wishes, I think three or four wishes. He said that bury me in the ground with my hands showing up, my hands on the air, so that everybody can see. Second thing is that my dead body should be taken by doctors. Correct. And third thing, did he say? I think these two. Yeah. So people asked, "What do you do?" Then the people asked reason. See, though I conquer the almost all countries, but I am going with my empty hands. I am not taking anything with me. And why only doctors? He said that see, these doctors are very big, they're learned, but they did not protect me while dying. So he gives that message to the everyone, that person who realized that you know this is what's happening in the big countries, highly accumulated, developed capitalist countries, and they will be severely challenged. Correct. How much money you have, what you gonna do, what you gonna do. So money attracts all these extra things, you know that's why whatever money we have it's not that Bhagavatam is not saying save. That actually Rupa Goswami says the clear definition of how you spend money: 50% give in Krishna consciousness, 25% keep for yourself or emergency, 25% give it to the relatives, family members, then done. Balance sheet is done. And at the time, one time, Rupa Goswami or Sanatana Goswami, when they was escaping from the jail, his servant has carrying some few gold coins, and the hotel manager, he was trying to kill them. Then immediately that could sense by uh, you know Rupa Goswami or Sanatana Goswami. He said that you have some gold coins. You fool! Why did you come with me? Now give it away everything. Otherwise we would have died this night. We never know what is going to happen. So this, even if you say okay, I will keep export these things, but government will not keep quiet. Government will somehow or the other take your money with in form of taxation. One time, a devotee was sharing in his lecture, sometimes our organization also should not have lots of money. If you have so much money, then government will attract, "Ore, these non-profit organization guys are earning millions of dollars. How come? Let's do something about them." Huh? They will raid. That's why sometimes the bank balance is zero. That is good. And if you have lots of money, property, then government say that I think we should remove tax exemption for them. First thing they will do that. Correct. Because they are, everything you buy, whether you buy a mic stand, everything will get tax exemption. Why they are getting tax exemption? Okay. They will remove. Oh, they are having millions of dollars when they come to a temple. Oh my god. They think real jewelries. Let us take out your balance sheet. Check. So it is, sometimes it is having beggar is also sometimes it protect us. So and also here we see that, like, similarly we find often that children of the wealthy people get kidnapped. If not children, if parents get kidnapped, that is even worst. Children will not give sometimes money. Anyways, he has become old. Better you keep it with yourself only. Why do you want that parents to us? So it is not Bhagavatam. See, Bhagavatam gives a highest standard. It's extremely highest standard. For sometimes feel like that. To what is our standard? How we can learn from these verses? We need to discuss with the devotees, senior devotees. Then we can understand this. Otherwise, when if a new person's read like this, he will get bewildered. He says one should not invest money in stocks, banks, properties. There is no danger. There is danger. Then Bhagavatam doesn't make sense. That's why our Srila Prabhupada, our Acharya says, whenever you are reading Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, do it association of the devotees, so that you will get proper understanding. I may be wrong in my understanding. You may have so much knowledge, wisdom you can share. Whatever by my little knowledge, I am sharing this. And it says that, you know, foolish people actually hide money in burying ground, under carpets, under mattresses. So one may ask, should we not earn money? Should we not take care of family? Should we not take care of ourselves? Yes, you should take care of your family. You should take care of your health. You should take care of your children's. You should take care of your wife. You should take care of your home. But as much as needed, do the needful. Manasa deho geho jo kishmar. Are we in that stage? That is ideal stage. Are we progressing towards that stage, or are we progressing towards down stage? So no matter how much you accumulate, and in that is in the Manu Samhita there is a verse, Pravriti Yesha Bhutanam Nirvishitu Mahaphala. Everyone in this material life is attracted to further way of attachment, but the greatest treasure is to be gained by following the path of detachment. This is in Manu Samhita. And so, greatest treasure means for us devotees, Krishna consciousness, who's wanting to follow the path of spirituality. For them, greatest treasure is that our sincere service to the spiritual master, Guru and Gauranga, our sincerity in chanting, sincerity in reading and hearing. So that will come to your next life. These are all the properties will not come to your next life. Bharat Maharaj, though he was a king, that kingdom is carry forward next life? No. He was born in a deer. The only carry forward thing is his devotional service. So that means we should only take the luggage which will come to us. We should not take the luggage of bad karma that will make us down, or we should not collect that karma which will not come with us. Just like when you are boarding a flight, especially you are sitting inside, you cannot carry that 23 kgs in the cabin in your seat. It will be separated. Only carrying that is backpack, hardly, and maybe prasadam. That's it. So we should understand what comes after my life. Is it envious, greedy, or jealous, anger, lust will come, will save my after my life? No. The only thing is come is detachment from this material world and attachment to the lotus feet of Guru and Gauranga. And since if you develop that, then what will happen? Then that will save us from the greatest danger. So when we save from the greatest danger, first we should understand what is the greatest danger in this material world. One may say that I am living happily, but you know, janma mrityu jara vyadi dukkha dosha anudarshate. But what is happening with that? I am not able to cope up with that. So we should also understand the main thing. In the Mahabharata, Yamaraj asked certain questions to Yudhishthir Maharaj. One of the question is, what is a wonderful thing that you see in this life? Then Yudhishthir Maharaj answers, to the abode of the Yamaloka, every day millions of souls are going. Still, a conditioned soul is thinking that I will stay here, I will enjoy this material world, thinking that he will create, develop an attachment. So these are the things that how can one knows, one who knows, one who hears, correct? That's the importance of Bhagavatam class. That's the importance of Nasta Prayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. When you hear Nityam, then you at least you hear. So this hearing process, how it will work is, when you are doing some wrong things, this will come to you in your mind. This will come to your consciousness. Yeah, you are doing wrong thing, Baba. At least it will come when you are doing sense gratification, when you are doing wrong things. Correct? So this is the process. Srila Prabhupada has designed this program such a way, even though you may be not applying, but at least Krishna comes in the form of Shabda Brahman, sound vibration, when you are doing. When unfortunately people are not interested hearing scriptures, they burn the Manu scriptures. Ah, Bhagavatam, oh, okay, we know Bhagavatam. But Krishna says, I will come as death, steal everything. Mrityu sarvas chaha aham. So at that time you cannot say, oh, wait. So that's only we should develop a real honey is Krishna consciousness. People say money is honey, but no. Real honey is Krishna consciousness activities. That is real honey. And if you are stealing that honey, expert stealing that honey means like expert making yourself how I can be in Krishna consciousness, how I can be in this moment. What is the various ways to preach to the people in this material world? Our S.B. Keshava Swami Maharaj, when he is the way of style of his preaching to Gen Z students, they're getting attracted. They're getting message. So that's why Srila Prabhupada said you should always tax your mind to how I can put this message into the current generation. So that's where our you know we are, though it's not that you are not we are you should not compete with Maharaj, but at the same time in whatever way you can do it. The how expertly I can give him Krishna consciousness in whatever way I can. If you don't have any ideas, ask devotees. They will give so many ideas. If I don't know how to books distribution, I'll ask you. You will give so many ideas. Correct. If I don't have skill of preaching, I will ask you. You will tell that right. So that's why dadati pratikrunati guhyamakyati parachiti bhungte bhujita deva sadvidam priti lakshanam. Machchitta madgata prana bodhayanta parasparam kathayantascha mam nityam tushyanti cha ramanti cha. This is what Katayantacha Mam Nityam Tushyanticha Ramanticha. Then you develop the relationship with the devotees. Then you can steal the honey of lotus feet of Krishna. Otherwise, people will steal whatever money we have. you know, that's why whenever see a person is a simple person, he does not have any ornaments, he will have a nice cool bag and he will go to the train or a flight. A person who has a gold chain and rings, he will be more anxiety. or a, you know, if a person has one phone, imagine ourselves, if that phone is missing for a few minutes or few hours, it will be so much anxiety. Person who is carrying two phones, three phones with a businessman, how much anxiety he must be. There is no peace. There is no happiness. There is a question of happiness. So we should not have something which makes us takes us away from Krishna consciousness. Okay, then what will happen? The whatever you make it a note, whatever attractive thing you have, definitely there will be some person will get eye on in that, and definitely he wants to steal. Whether it is uh, things, material things, or whether it is some other property. But one thing he cannot steal is your knowledge. Knowledge he cannot. I cannot steal your knowledge. I cannot steal your wisdom. What I can do, I can serve you, so that I will become like that vidhi pranipatena pariprashrena seva. That means that you will become spiritual master, overseeing your spiritual master. No, at least you'll get those qualities. So, at the same time, we should also be make sure that things that we are having at keep it simple and sweet, so that keep it clean. Okay, I will stop here. 7, 8, 17. Questions, comments.
Prabhu, just thank you very much for the nice class. I had a couple of thoughts, couple of questions. You can. So you are talking about detachment basically from material things. So like in some aspects in our life, we go through the phase of attachment and then gradually we become detached. Like for example, uh, the journey of wanting to gain name and fame.
Mm.
So we may go to a certain point, understand there is nothing in it, and then get detached from it. With regards to opposite gender, we may understand, okay, we may go to some extent, understand there is nothing, and then get detached. So one question which arises, you quoted that pravritti reshe bhutanam nivrittistu mahaphala. So is it required? It is also said that experience is the best teacher and a fool learns by no other way.
Correct.
So how to work in a way that we directly approach that detachment rather than going to go through the journey of attachment. Or maybe it could also be that for some things we may not have learnt our lessons and therefore we have to go through it.
Mm-hmm.
But then how to escalate that process? That is the first question. Second is, I was thinking regarding especially monks. Gaurang Prabhu says that Atma Jaya Sutakara Pashu Dramana Bandhushu. Now you are describing how a person goes to a flight, and you're talking about how Grahastha, they may store different kinds of wealth at different places. So many things they are having. But for a monk, all the things get concentrated in the body and the mind itself. Atma Jaya Sutagara, everything comes in the mind and the
Mm-hmm.
body. So then how do we get detached from that body itself? Because sometimes what happens is bodily or mental thing becomes so consuming that one may not be able to see any other thing in it.
Mm-hmm.
So one may be in that adhyatmic klesha. What do you say?
Correct.
So so the first question was escalate, like how to
Okay.
escalate detachment. Second is regarding this.
See, escalation part is it is simple. First thing is that see Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam teaches you the theory. Okay, how you apply practicals that you can do that. For example, phone. If I don't see a phone, how much I'm getting disturbed. You can apply practically yourself. You know, there is no need to material nature to arrange or somebody to do that. Watch. If I don't see my watch, so how much detachment I'm developing it. So that is you can do it anytime, anywhere. So what will happen in future? In reality, if you loses those things, it will become. Naturally, you have done the net practice. Then it will become natural to get okay. See, I lost my laptop, phone, whatever. Now what next? Oh, I got so many contacts. I got so much material. I got so. At that time, at least I did not lose my life. you know, at least did not lose my life. Correct. I did not lose my clothing. I am not in the standing in the road, middle of the road. At least I am getting shelter. So this is one way of taking. There are many ways. That's a nice question you can ask anybody. Then this is my way of taking. If I don't see my phone, if I don't see purposefully, like how much time in a day without touching my phone, I'll be stable. Deity worship, I'll be not touching my phone. How much I'm thinking of, oh, what messages somebody told, what he replied. How much I able to concentrate on that. How much time will I do my chanting? How much time will I not touch my phone? Who is messaging me? So that is the test that you can apply it and then you can do it. I hope this one at least cope up. Second thing is that see body mind is of course we should not neglect. If you neglect that, you become Mayavadi philosophy. If you get disease, you have to take care. If you are not disease, then too much into the bodily concept of life will also become an entanglement. You know, like I was thinking, okay, if I go this, I will be do this. I will take care of facial and I will do wear two to three gloves and do this. I'll get cold. I'll get sick. I'll get this. Too much of thinking also too worst. Too much of anything is too bad. Correct. So for the brahmacharis, what he should think? See, anyways, Krishna, you gave this body. If you want, if you willing to remember you, I will definitely remember you, if you allow me. Or if you want me to take another birth, I will take another. But only my thing is that I should be at least associate with the devotees. That's why Bhaktivinoda Thakur prays, even if I born as an ant in a devotees family, that is my success. That's what his prayers are coming from, great realization, not just he's having some time. Okay, what should I write? No, that, that's what is Gauranga Prabhu. Whatever they are saying, they are coming from the point where, at a certain point, we should give up this body also. Correct. This body also will not come. Krishna says, Neha Vikramanashvasti, for the soul, not for the body. If he says, that's why Jadabharatmala was saved. Why conscious was saved? Bhakti was saved because of that. He has done protection. And when we are, it will, that realization will get by contemplating, applying, or hearing from the great saintly persons like your spiritual master or senior devotees. When you keep hearing, somewhere or the other it will come into apply. Like I can say my example, I'm playing different instrument. First thing I hear more. What happens that hearing process that records the mind and it comes out. When you want to learn harmonium, first you ask to hear many things. You ask to chant, then only you can able to play. So this is psychology behind hearing. That's why Nashtaprayesha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Shunnata Sutata Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtana. The if Shravana itself is going down, when Shravana itself is sleeping, going, chanting, sleeping, hearing, sleeping, then this realization will not come. It's only in the books, not in practicals. I whatever my realization allows me, I'm taking. Thank you. Paramakarana, if you have.
Point. Thank you. This is not my question, but I was just appreciating that how last point you mentioned about hearing, name, fame, reputation. It's very subtle, but keep on hearing. That's touched my heart. Thank you. Because the question is, Prabhu, you quoted the verse Lali at Panchavarshani Dashavartani
Huh?
Tadyet. Lali at Panchavarshani
Yeah, yeah,
Chanakaniti
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Dashavarsharadyet.
Chanika Niti.
Praptasho Dashavarshe
Yeah,
Putra Mitra. So I was just there is a comment and question both. Before 10 years, before let's say 15 years, when he started preaching at the book distribution, the situation in America was different. I don't know about India. Students were consciously walking, they're coming to the table, they were talking, they were not spaced out. But now, situation because of the phone and these earbuds or airports, Prabhu, I'm telling you, there is no way we can stop anyone.
correct.
So what should be the, especially in the Western preaching, how we can, when Prahlad Maharaj say, Kaumaram Acharet Prajna Dharman Bhagavatam, how can we cultivate that? India, there is a mood of cultivation of that dharmas and Vedas and Shastras and temple and philosophy is there in India. How we could cultivate this mood in Western preaching, especially when you go into colleges and universities?
See, I am not expert in Western preaching. The persons who are expert in Western preaching, books distribution, Vaishashika Prabhu, you know, Vaishashika Maharaj, like he just keeps like this bump. And if somebody bumps, the book is gone. Yeah, the preaching part I'm coming to that thing is that, so wherever in this world, Ahara Nidra Bhayamaitunam, Samanya, these four things, eating, sleeping, mating, common. Whether you're a Western, Indian, young, old, everything is common. There's nothing like that. Okay, Westerners does not have hunger. Westerners is transcend from the sleeping. Nothing like that. So each living entity, these four things are common. Shastra says that it is up to a person how you give them. Okay, so the Chandikaniti says that this is the way to grow your child, and you are hearing. That's why you are able to ask the question. Person who don't know Chandika Pandit, it is our duty to tell them. If they are not hearing, it is up to them. And it is at the same time details are different. Like in India, how you treat a child from certain age to certain age may not be exactly copy paste. The principle you can take it, details you can modify it here. Just like in the principle, everybody knows Bhagavad Gita in India. Even if you are Muslim, Hindu, or Christian, or Jew, whatever, they know Bhagavad Gita, holy scriptures, which belong to the Hindus. They respect. But here, they don't know. But in India, whatever the you say Krishna is a god, everybody knows, even if you don't believe also. But here, what happened there, nobody knows. So starting that education is from the right from the childhood. So similarly, these teachings of Niti Shastra, which can be introduced in the parents or children's, it is depends upon how you give it and how you pack it and how you give it. Just like I quoted SB Keshav Maharaj. So many youngsters, if you go on a website, so many youngsters, Gen Z students, how do you think he's doing? Amazing job. So we can learn, and we may not be apply as it is. At least we can take his principal things and we can contemplate on that. Do our, if you have a mood of service, if you have a mood of saving that soul, definitely Krishna will give Dadami Buddhi Yogantam. You know what is life, you know what is goal of life, you know what is suffering. That person is also suffering. How I can give? That is the compassion mood Srila Prabhupada has. That's why he could able to preach even hippies. I don't have that. That's why I'm not able to. I'm just saying practically, but I'm not having that. If somebody homeless comes, I will not see this is a soul. How can I save? I will not have that. At least I will think that how can this person go out, give some prasadam. That is only thing I can do in my capacity. Sometimes in the preaching time, what will happen? We go out of our capacity to trying to help them, and they will be pulled out. Correct. So when homeless come, I will say that Baba, this is a place where we worship. If you want to come every Sunday, please come 5 to 8, have prasadam, free dinner. Now if you are asking money, I don't have money. I'll have just fruits. If you are not allergic to the fruits, whatever we cook, eat it. But don't expect me to, I'm not allowing you to stay here. I'm not allowing you to give you diksha.
So S.P. Keshav Maharaj, Paramaja Maharaj, he's in Harvard right now, right? He's in Boston.
Yes, yes.
His formula is working. I don't know about this formula. Is making
Yeah,
devotees.
yes. His community is very, very well versed, and also the way he teaches Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, he wrote book. So that is I'm telling because of the West, it more appeals to the Westerners. That's why if you are wanting help, they can take that. But his mode is to how I can serve sincerely. See, we may try 100%, and depends on the other person also. If he is not taking, you cannot push it. We just give him, you do your best, and Krishna will take care of rest.
It's very easy for the students to come to the prasadam. We can stretch them to the prasadam or morning program at the most. But there is always. I'm not being pessimist, but it's
See,
not.
always we can have a guidelines. It's not that you come and you keep eating. you know, it is always when you preach or when you do some give a training, we should have them guidelines. Srila Prabhupada, when he started organization, he did not start from the day one, hey, four legged principle chanting. He did not say that. Eventually, he brought all the rules based on the qualification, based on their sincerity. Why Prabhupada some, yo, you take sannyas, you take this, you take this, you go to China preach. Why he said like that? It is one way he's pushing in Western world language, you are pushing too much. One way is pushing, but that pushing is good. Then it's not like if you are don't push, he will be okay. Prabhupada, I will live here only in Vrindavan, chanting and reading and not preaching. Each one person, that's just like in a game. When you have a video game, one, level 2, level 3. Level 3 is not same as level 1, right? Why they have put the game level 1, level 2, level 3? To increase your capacity, huh? Expertise, capacity. Jai, thank you so much. Grantaraj Bhagavatam